Strategy number one is to master the art of eye contact and engagement. Now, this one you got to get right, because this is the one where you build capacity, you build allyship, you build trust, you build connection. So I want you to think about, how do you effectively engage with your eyes, and how do you meet and connect with people throughout the interview by making good eye contact and with trying to find ways to engage them in the conversation. So two things come to mind. First thing is, make sure not to leave anybody out. If you've got a panel of 4 or 5 people, be scanning that room and be trying to connect with each of them individually in different ways throughout the interview. And the very first way that you can do that is starting with whoever on the panel asked the question. So if the very first question comes from the panel member that is immediately to your left, then my recommendation is to pan to them, make eye contact with them, and start your response by making good eye contact with them and beginning your response, and then finding ways to then move to the other panelist. But starting with the person who's asking the question and being able to authentically connect with them in that moment that they have the floor and they're asking the question is a powerful strategy, right? So when you get the question, start with the person who's asking the question, begin your eye contact and engagement there, and then work the rest of the room. The second strategy to master engagement, and most panels do this, not everybody, but most panels either have a name tent. So the person who is the interviewer, their name may be visible to you, or at the very bare minimum, if you can, if they go around the table and introduce themselves and they give their names, if you can, try to write their names down. Because another powerful way to create engagement and connection and build relationship immediately is then by using their names throughout the interview. So if somebody on the panel's name is Ronnie, then finding a way to build in and say, Ronnie, thank you so much for that question. It was a great question, Ronnie. So here are my thoughts. So you're building some engagement and connection with folks. If they're more formal and you see Mr. or Mrs., or you see Doctor, but using names in an effective way to build that connection is a way to master that eye contact and that engagement in the room that's going to build connections.